Something out of nothing, the culture grew from breaks. B-boys with fat laces helping DJs carry crates. 12 inches with the name covered up, 45 black with tape. Needle dropping on the hit down part on the one, never late. Moonwalk look like skates, time is infinite like the 8. Built to destroy the devil's world, God body at the gate. In God we trust, the dollars we lust, catching crumbs off the cake. Now we bop to a beat on walls of concrete in Northern State. It was 88, we was victims of a scheme. It was all just a dream, but now my homie is a fiend. We live for the culture, but we kill for the cream. Trying to make the street light up, stay on your toes, Billie Jean.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie, to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Really think you're me? Really think you're me? Think you're me?
It's like hip to the hibbit, flow liquid like exhibit. It'll create the culture with every breath as I live it. They try to prohibit, but I'm the master, the pivot. No gimmicks on point like a digit. I'm like Malcolm, ready to rock it. Get your hand out my pocket. Everybody the gatekeeper, but y'all forgot to lock it. Swear by culture freedom, we got more vice than Tubbs and Crockett. Now my boy Elroy out this like spacious rockets. Truth be told, we was crushed from the cold. Niggas getting high off the dust from Sugar Hill. Now the truth gets sold with strippers on the pole. Delight, just with rappers for the thrill. Get the rush from off one pill with flashes on the wheels. Singing white lines with my brothers and folding bills. Slinging white dimes when Uncle Joe wrote that bill. Around 94, fucking around with Hillary and Bill.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie, to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me?
It was go and tell. Now y'all go and tell. Hop on the gram, look, show and tell. No ethics and no codes, just cut the pie a la mode. Spinning red whites, now lights the block like a strobe. Behold, the pale horse that he rode. Here to bring death with guns to unload. Conspiracy to conspire, there's a theory on the wire. When Cohen is a priest whose doctrine is the liar. Here to rob the hood, I keep it tucked like the friar. Grew into a man following rappers I admire. No more b-boys in the cypher, no more DJs catching breaks. And everybody in the trap with 45s wrapped in tape. The culture has been raped, pimped out, straight flooded. Just like the Bronx in the 70s, everything gutted. Trusted, rusted, busted and disgusted. We should've shut it down when Chuck said not to trust it.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie, to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Really think you're me? Really think you're me? Think you're, oh yeah. Think that you can do what I think that you can do what I do. Think that you can do what I do. You think that you can do what I do. Tell me, do you think you're me? Tell me, do you think you're me? You know you ain't me.
That was Stolen Art by your man Hakeem Green, featuring phenomenal, legendary Carl Thomas, produced by Ron Lawrence, Ron Lawrence, video by Turtle Gang. Bars, nigga, bars!
Yeah, yeah.
See what it is? Saying, nigga, you got the bars.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell a friend, your man Hakeem Green got
Okay.
bars. So, it's episode 168, Spliffy.
Yeah, yeah.
IZM Sports. We got a special guest gonna be tapping in shortly. Mr. Chuck Creekmur from allhiphop.com, one of the preeminent sources of hip hop culture, be it rap music, politics, the culture, art, the whole 9 yards. All hip hop. It's allhiphop.com.
Allhiphop.com is legendary, goes back.
Yeah, it goes back a little while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Mr. Chuck Creekmur had a chance to make it out to Vegas for the Tyson Jake Paul fight.
Oh, really? I'm actually going out in a couple of weeks.
Oh, word?
I'm going to the
You hook up with Tyson?
No. I'm going to the Raiders Falcons game Monday night.
Oh, nice.
The weekend of the 17th. I think that game's the 16th, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, the weekend before Christmas.
Well, not next week, but the week after, we're gonna have to do Management Sports on Monday because I got some things to take care of on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the week after Thanksgiving. So just I'll give you guys the heads up again next week about the schedule change. But
all right.
Next Monday, I think it would be the 2nd, December 2nd. We'll do a special edition on Monday and get it crackling. But yeah, man, that fight was was it a fight? Would you call it a fight?
Nah, but it was the beginning of the fight. Tyson did have him a little, he was a little nervous. He was backing up. He had him tiptoeing around and backing up. So, but as it unfolded, it wasn't really any.
Hey guys, can you guys do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
Can you turn your camera that way?
My whatchamacallit doesn't go that way though. When I turn my
your computer, your camera.
Yeah, it doesn't flip.
Oh wow. Okay, well we gotta deal with it. It's all good. What up, guy?
What's going on, guys?
I was telling Cliff today's show we have a special guest from allhiphop.com, Mr. Chuck Jigsaw Creekmur.
Oh, that's incredible.
Opportunity to make the trek out to Vegas to see the Physite Tyson versus
Dallas.
Jake. Well, we're calling it the fight, but it's more like the tango.
Yo.
You see what it is.
We not going for them shenanigans, Chuck.
You see what it is. It wasn't in Vegas. It wasn't in Vegas.
No, it wasn't in Vegas. Where was it?
It was in Dallas, right there.
Why was it in Vegas?
Jerry World.
It was in Jerry World. God damn,
Jerry
right.
World.
Well, that's right. I don't know why it's in Vegas. My bad. But it was in Dallas. I mean, we had to have something exciting happening in Dallas because the Cowboys sure ain't.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a fact. I stood right on the star, by the way. I walked right down there, and I walked right all over.
Oh, F you. But you know what? I got the colors on this week. You see how I'm repping, Cliff.
That's a good key.
I'm actually putting my application in for the Pittsburgh Steelers because they doing progressive things over there. You know what I mean?
Plus they win it.
Fair enough.
Plus they win it.
Plus they win it. That part, right?
Winning helps.
Yeah, well, winning helps. Unless you're Jake Paul. Because that, I mean, he would have caught 40 mil off that. 40 and Tyson caught 20.
40 mil, yeah, that's a nice little payday, man.
Right. Yeah. And you got a chance did you sit down with Mike?
I did have a sit down. I was among a few select journalists that was allowed to sit down with Mike and all the fighters. Mike was one of them. And I asked him a couple questions, I should say. And it was an amazing experience because even though it was brief, I never have interviewed Mike before. I've I've taken pictures with him and I've shaken his hand and whatnot and small talk, but never interviewed him. So this was a blessing and an honor. Shout out to Netflix for making that happen. And yeah, that's basically what that was.
So, quick introduction. Our host panel, Uncle Spliffy, Cliff Allen, Kai Will, Wes. Cliff and Wes are like old childhood friends. I've known Cliff since the 6th grade. I've known Wes since my sophomore year of high school.
Respect.
Kai Will is Jersey cat, MC, marketer, brand ambassador, all types of. His resume is thick.
Salute.
And Wes, this is Chuck Creekmur from the all-powerful allhiphop.com. Very
nice to meet you, Chuck.
Salute,
great
salute.
to meet you guys. Definitely.
This brother right here is extremely important to hip-hop culture. Holds it down for us, and he got a chance to make it out to
Arlington, Texas. Jerry's World.
But he knows we're all Cowboy fans except for Kai. He's a Giant.
Not me.
So look.
Kai's a Cowboy fan. Kai's a Cowboy fan because all those Meadowlands games are home games for the Cowboys.
But we can't be talking too much smack because they may come into our houses and beat us down, dude.
They come into our house and beat us down. Sometimes it happens that way, man.
But Chuck, you want to flash your colors right fast? And you want to show how you doing this today?
See the Kelly.
You
we
see
the
what
Kelly
I'm doing.
Green.
Oh, man, yeah, the Kelly Green.
We definitely see that Kelly Green.
You see what it is.
Is that Philly? Okay, I respect that.
All day, brother. Lifelong.
Can't get mad at that.
Through the storms and everything. No glory to all the rough times.
Yeah. You got a tip of the cap to Philly, man. They've been consistently doing their thing for a while now.
We're gonna hold this football conversation. We got the brother here for a very specific reason, and that's to talk about the Tyson Jake Paul fight. He was there. He got to interview Mike and Jake and everybody else, and so I just want to hear from him about his experience at the Tyson Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, it was a great experience, man. I mean, we were out there for all the fight week festivities. I'm a big fight fan, so I've done this before, but I've never covered a Mike Tyson fight before. I've never seen Mike live at all. So for me, this was an unprecedented moment for me to actually see Mike fight. And, obviously not the Mike Tyson of old, but it certainly was a blessing. So I just want to put that out there first and foremost. Number two, it was, I guess you could say anticipated. What would Mike do? What would we see? What would we witness? What did we hope for? And obviously, man, everybody wanted him to come out of this victorious. And quite frankly, most people wanted him to knock Jake Paul out straight up.
I think we all wanted to see that.
Yeah, and not for nothing, I wrote an article that's on All Hip Hop right now about Mike Tyson as a hip hop icon. And on my Instagram, I just posted a video of Mike with LL Cool J, Eric B, Grandmaster D, the late Mr. Magic, Flavor Flav, Grandmaster D from Houdini. And so, you got to remember the context in which Mike was born. He was born out of everything that birthed hip hop. So there's a lot of affection there and affinity for him as a figure. You know what I mean? It's not just, a lot of boxers came out during that period of time, but Mike is the one that really represented for hip hop, in my opinion. So I wrote that piece and that's on there right now. So yeah, man. So we went in there really looking for Mike to do his thing and show Jake Paul what time it is. And, then there's all the conspiracies, all the thoughts and opinions and all that go along with it after the fight and stuff. But overall, I would say it was a good experience. And I honestly, man, I know there's a lot of hate for Jake, but on the other side, man, Mike got the 20 million. Say what you want, Mike probably could use 20 million. Um, I think also from a boxing perspective, for people who aren't diehard boxing fans like myself, you know, the state of the game is in a lull. You know what I mean? It's not what it used to be. And so here we are. Here's an event that has broken records for attendance as well as viewership. And you had amazing undercard with it being, the peak of the undercard was Serrano versus Taylor, two women fighters. And obviously the decision was terrible to me, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I
Terrible
agree.
decision, which again is a stain on boxing, in my opinion. Humbly, I say that. And ultimately, that probably was the worst thing of the night. Not even the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, but the decision in the Taylor Serrano fight was really the loss for boxing. The Mike Tyson stuff was what it was, but it was that decision that really put the stain, in my opinion. So overall, Jake Paul is what he is, but there's an upside too.
Yeah. So speaking of Jake Paul, like you said, the state of boxing is down, and here you have influencers more so than actual boxers. I mean, I guess you could call them boxers because that's what they do. He and his brother Logan boxes as well. But you see, like I guess across sports in general, social media and the fandom is so intertwined that now you have this new form of something that we grew up on. It's like it's different now in terms of what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's very different, man. I mean, at the end of the day, listen, there are a lot of great boxers. There's still a ton of great boxers. So there's no lack of superstars in boxing as far as the sport is concerned. The problem is who's able to leverage um, the current state of things and turn that into gold at the various arenas. Who can put butts in seats? Who can create those polarizing fights that Don King used to create? A lot of those great fights were marketing creations. You know what I'm saying? They weren't necessarily all the time. They weren't just, oh, these are two great fighters, but it was the Thriller in Manila. You know what I mean? It was the Great White Hopes. It was a bunch of different things and factors that contributed to the greatness of those fights. Some of them happened in Africa. There was a whole bunch of conditions that that made them amazing bouts, not just the fights. If you look at Muhammad Ali, if you look at Floyd Mayweather, even people like Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward, who weren't the best fighters, but the scraps were good. You know what I mean? The storylines were good. And you have to look at all the factors. So, I think that we have to look at the situation with this fight in sort of a slightly different lens to understand why it was what it was, and why the internet is important, why following is important, why an influencer turned boxer can become this, because it's a story attached to it. It's not as simple as an influencer or a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? It's a story attached to it that people gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at Jake Paul, he's got a story. You know what I'm saying? He's not like just a YouTuber. He has an actual story attached to this. And, we're selling and buying the story to go along with it. So,
But
and let me just finish here. And so then, he employs the techniques of the WWE and turns it up. But he is taking it serious. You know what I mean? So you can get into boxing. There's a phrase, you don't play boxing. And so you can get into boxing and really get hurt if you don't have a clue. So I do commend him for taking it seriously.
Yeah. KG hopped in. What's up, K?
What up, guys?
What up, Kay?
We see the
What's up, K?
Pittsburgh shining over there.
Huh?
I said we see the Pittsburgh Steelers shining over there.
Yeah. You know, I don't want to switch, sports. We talking about boxing right now. And it's all good, man. But yeah, I'm flossing, you know what time it is. Yeah.
Can't
love
make
it.
this
I
up,
love it.
man.
So yeah, let's stay on the topic of boxing, guys. You want to ask Chuck something about being at the fight?
Who else did I heard about Rich Paul, but who else did he fight? Like, I know he's 8-1, whatever, but I wasn't familiar with him because I used to be a big boxing fan too, but I kind of fell off and kind of lost track of who's who.
Yeah.
So who else did he fight?
Well, put it this way, Wes. No, put it this way. In his
Said Rich
mind,
Paul.
his signature fight, his signature win was Nate Robinson.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I do know him now. Okay.
This comes out of his mouth. Okay, so there you have it.
Yeah.
Well,
And I did call. I'm sorry. I called him Rich Paul. It's Jake Paul, right? I'm sorry.
I agree with all that Chuck was just talking about, man. Like it's I think that a lot of people was just taking it too serious, and the ones that's thinking about boxing, it's not that. It's a show, like he said. There's a story behind it. It's a show. It is what it is, and what it was. It's entertainment, and definitely a part of WWE and all of that in this whole thing, man. So I agree with everything Chuck just said. He hit it spot on.
I think that's what it was back in the day. Like Mike Tyson, what I liked about watching the fight Friday night, it reminded me of the old days, just preparing for fight night.
Exactly.
You just, even though I had nowhere to go, I was in my house. I just made myself a drink, and I was like, "It's fight night." I was excited just to do that, like because it was Mike Tyson. That's
exactly.
I mean, think about it. Name the last fight we all gathered around and watched together. Name the last fight that we watched together as a complete community, right? Everybody watched the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
I tell you what it was. It was what's my man from is he from the Bronx? When he lost to the European cat, the heavyweight fight. The dude with the big punch, but got no skills.
Are you talking about Fury against
Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury versus what's the brother's name?
Deontay Wilder. Yeah,
Wilder. Yeah.
Wilder.
You could say that. You could say that, bro. But I don't know that women, women watch that or that little kids watch that or.
True.
So what was it?
I mean, a lot of people watch that, but I don't. I mean, the numbers alone tell you that it's not the same. Numbers alone.
Was it Mayweather? Was it a Mayweather fight?
Well,
I don't know.
Probably the closest is Mayweather.
You got to think
this
historically
fight broke
too.
records, bro. So
probably the closest was the way Mayweather. What's the dude? Conor McGregor.
Again,
Yeah, but who's selling the AT&T Stadium live? I mean, that in itself is a massive historic thing. And let me add this, fellas, because as much as it may be a sideshow or whatever, it was an evenly matched fight. I mean, like,
no, was it? Stop.
Listen. Jake is he's legit as far as a boxer. His training,
first round, Mike Tyson showed you a bunch of different times. If he wanted to take him out, it would have been done in the first 30 seconds. Like, he was throwing punches and just stopping. Like, he was, like, as I see the playback.
Because he is who he is. But
that's what I'm saying. So, like, with the Mayweather.
But the same thing can be said when the later rounds when Mike's legs was going and Mike was tired. Jake could have knocked him out too.
All that was an act, bro.
It was all act from the beginning.
Even Tyson acting tired. That was an act. They were tired.
He's
No, Hawk.
58. Yo, Hawk.
You,
Hawk, he's
when
58
Yes,
he
he
years
lost
was,
old,
his
dog.
Hawk.
leg,
He's
58
58,
is
Hawk. He's
58.
he's
tired, yo.
58. His legs were shaking
Yeah, he was
legitimately.
done, Hawk.
Yeah.
I woke up
He
20
was
flights of
tired,
stairs. I'm
yo.
tired, Hawk.
He came out there with a knee brace from the beginning. You knew he wasn't good. The
Yeah.
legs wasn't
Let me
there,
ask you
man.
this
Yeah,
though:
His
man.
the
legs were
chatter
gone.
58
and
is 58.
the chatter that's coming on the internet right now is that, and it is just chatter right now, is that Javante Davis jumped out there and said, "Look, if you really want to do this, we can do this." And Jake Paul said, "Run it."
Yo,
Now,
Chuck. Come
The
on, man.
weight classes is off, though.
All right,
I mean, if we doing
Chuck, call
sideshow,
you
they
in
might
dog.
just keep it sideshow.
Chuck, put
Yeah,
you in dog.
That's
Okay.
true.
yeah, man.
Hey,
I
listen,
mean,
man. Like I said, I'm a fly by boxing fan. So I watch boxing here and there, very here and there. And I haven't watched boxing at all. I watched that one the other day. And I haven't
Me
watched
too.
boxing in probably a couple of years, like the
that's
You
the
bout.
like me.
point.
You the same, like I'm the same way. I haven't watched the last fight I watched was Canelo against Triple G, like round 2, part 2.
I ain't even watched that.
That's
Yeah.
like
That
the
was a
last
minute
fight I
ago.
watched.
I mean, this is the play though. So this is the play. You know, I'll give you all a little insight. I used to have a website called Knockout Nation. That was my site called Knockout Nation. I'm actually thinking about bringing it back. And the reason I call it Knockout Nation is because the knockout. That's the thing. There's some. It could be Sweet Science Nation, right? Because boxing and the sweet science is really the beauty of boxing. It's not about the knockout. It's like more or less what Floyd Mayweather does, or what
Yeah.
Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker did. You know, really being a master of defense and offense, or the slickness and all the intricacies of boxing. But I call it Knockout Nation because everybody likes a good knockout. I watched this Instagram page. It's just bum fights, man. You know, it's just bum fights in the backyard. Everybody get knocked out within 30 seconds, right? Just no technique, no nothing. Because basically, man, um, everybody wants to see a knockout, and then when I asked Jake a question about what he brings to boxing, that's what he said. You know, I bring excitement. He actually dissed Floyd Mayweather. He said I bring excitement, not like boring fights like Floyd Mayweather. Now, to me, Floyd isn't boring, but to
Not at
your
all.
average,
Not.
I mean, if it wasn't Mike Tyson, that would have been a boring fight.
well, we were
Yeah.
looking for anticipation. We were looking for the moment, the puncher's chance Mike had with Jake that would give us that moment. If he knocked Jake out or down, it would have all the boring would have been out the window. It
Yeah,
would have
but
been
he
all
wasn't.
worth it.
But he wasn't going to. It was scripted, so he doesn't.
That's all fine, bro. That's all well and good. Whether it is or whether it isn't, I'm not gonna judge that at this moment. But I'm just saying, if hypothetically, if it was a boring fight because Mike was old and his knees were bad and all that, and he knocks him down or out, then the boring part is out the window. It's all about the knockout. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree. That's why, like, you think of the whole big thing of, like you were saying, like with your site.
Say it again.
Lost him.
Yeah, he froze, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Hawk,
So
I don't think it was scripted. I think it was legit. I think it was Tyson in the first couple of rounds. He had a little bit of energy, try to get him. Jake was, and listen, he was smart and he was
If
obviously
if
and
Mike
apparently
wanted to,
scared.
if Mike wanted to, he would have destroyed him. That he showed
Couldn't get
you
him.
in the first round. Like there's a bunch of times where he could have connected and just didn't throw the punch.
but look at this though. Look how we're talking about the fight though. Look how
No,
we're sitting here.
because
But
it's
we're
Mike Tyson. Not with
well,
you.
exactly. But that's the point. We're talking about it as as a part of the story. All of this is a part of the story. All of this is a part of it. You know what I mean? Like,
I
so
got you. I
whether it's
understood.
real or
I
not is a
understood.
part of it all, man. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
That gives us something to talk about,
It's,
argue
a,
about, debate about.
it's story. It's a story, no doubt. But when Floyd Mayweather fought Conor McGregor, you knew Conor McGregor was trying to compete and just couldn't.
But bro,
And,
no. There's
So
not
who
that
was
much.
trying?
It's not that different, bro. It's not that different. There was no way that boy was going to beat Floyd Mayweather. At no point in time did he stand a chance of beating
but he,
Floyd.
but you could tell he tried to beat Floyd Mayweather.
Fair enough.
He wasn't going to. Just like there's no way in the world that if Mike Tyson didn't want to win the fight, Jake Paul loses that fight first round. There's so many times in the first round where the way he did his back and forth and he would cut and Jake Paul is wide open. He just said, "All right." It's like just like with Roy Jones. When he fought Roy Jones, that was a more exciting fight, so to speak, right? It's Mike Tyson and Roy Jones.
I want to say this too, man. I don't.
If you wanted to, and Roy Jones told us that. Like there was times when if Mike wanted to, it would have been over like that.
Nah, Hawk, I don't.
Let me. Can I say this? I want to say this, man, and I don't think any of us at all can understand at on any cellular level what it's like to stand in a square ring in front of 70,000 people at the age of 58 and perform in that circumstance. Now, Mike is 58. He is weathered, by the way, too. He's not just 58. He's been beaten. He's probably a lot of things we don't know. He's done cocaine. He's done everything under the sun.
Yep.
Well, there's the health element that he had a couple months ago that he talked
and
about.
That too, right? So
And
there's
the
a health care.
you mentioned before the sweet science.
He's off his psychotics.
The sweet science.
Everything.
Right.
Everything.
But in terms of the sweet science, Mike Tyson has been trained by the master.
But bro, if you had a health crisis,
memory, it's muscle memory.
If you had a health crisis, no. But if you had a health crisis a few months ago,
yes,
and you go into the you tell us you almost died, and then a few months later you go into the ring, you gonna have a different approach to going in the ring. Mike doesn't want to die right now, despite some of the stuff he said. I don't think he wants to die, and I don't think Jake Paul wants to kill him, brother.
No.
Exactly.
Okay. So if they wink each other a little bit, I ain't even mad at it.
I didn't see that.
No.
I'm not saying either way.
No. I'm not saying I'm mad at it. I'm not saying I'm mad at it.
I didn't see no wink. I didn't see any opportunity,
I know what it was going into it. I just know I know what that is. And I'm shit, 20 million, go get that money, Mike. No doubt. I'm just
You can't be mad at it. You can't
Mike
be mad.
Tyson's skill compared to Jake Paul, it's just you see too many times. Like if he wanted to wreck Jake
Hawk,
Paul,
I didn't see it once. I'm not sure, Hawk, I'm not sure exactly what you saw and like what points in the rounds that you saw these open shots Mike had, but I didn't see that at all.
It's that first round. It's the first round. They keep replaying it over and over on social media, and that's the other thing. Social media keeps saying, "You see this right here? This is when he could have."
Yes, slow motion. You see, like you see Mike literally go, "All right, I'm not gonna do it to you."
Yeah, but the thing is, Hawk, it's like the thing is like we realize you gotta realize Mike is 58. This dude's 27, yo. There's a big gap there. And then I don't think that we're giving Jake Paul enough credit, even from a training aspect. He might not fight people, but there's people that still might not be as skilled, but they're in shape. And Jake Paul's probably you can imagine he's in boxing shape. So at the end of the day, Jake Paul, me personally, and this is me personally, and like I said, I'm a fly-by-night boxing fan. I watch boxing here and there. But watching that whole entire fight, I saw Jake Paul not want to be the guy to hurt a legend down the stretch, at a situation like that. That's what I saw in it. I saw opportunities where he could have, as a younger guy, jumped on him and got a lot more aggressive, and he didn't because he didn't want to be that guy.
And he could have
Mike's
feared getting
legs was
knocked out too.
terrible, bro.
It played exactly
Mike's
how it's
legs was
supposed to be.
terrible.
His
It was an
legs were gone, Hawk. I'm telling you.
but it's still guys, it's still an exhibition. Neither one of them, I'm saying, we're trying. But if they were to try, Mike Tyson showed me in the first round that he could have ended the fight like that if he wanted to.
And if he was gonna do it, that's when he had to do it. He's either gonna do it in the first or the second round. After that, everybody knew that Mike's legs were gonna be gone.
Well, Hawk, let me ask you this: do you think in that moment where you think he had that shot, in Mike's mind, he's thinking, well, my reaction time is not the same. So if I miss, I'm wide open and I can get knocked out.
Yeah,
He didn't do it. Because
exactly.
I didn't see any moments of pause where
he hit Jake Paul with it wasn't even a real jab. Wow.
Here's the thing,
he
right?
58, yo.
Yo, we don't want to
He
admit
58.
Shit.
He 58, yo.
we don't want to admit that Mike Tyson can get old or can be destructive.
Yeah, he's 58.
Right. We have to come to the understanding that this is not Kid Dynamite. This is not the 19 and 20-year-old beast that he once was.
No.
It's a different day, man. And I mean, again, if they had an agreement,
he's more than 3 times older than that, yo.
Yeah. Right.
And see what people are doing is that they go into the whole thing of training when Mike is training with the guy, he coming at him all fierce. But nobody's punching back. Nobody's punching back. A guy that can counter punch you as you coming in there, you're not gonna do that.
Yeah, it's different. It's punching bags don't hit back. They don't move.
58, man. He's just 58. He had a CVS knee brace on, and you knew it was a wrap right there. So
I knew it right then and there. As soon as I saw that knee brace, I said, you know what, yo, this is WWE for real.
Just saying, come on now.
Yo, Chuck, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Kai, first.
Chuck, I did want to ask you a question unrelated to Mike, but about the fight. So we saw the reaction on social media, and we heard some of the reaction in the ring. But what was it like? What was the atmosphere in the arena when they announced that Serrano lost that fight? Because I think that was even more of a crazy.
The whole crowd was booing, man. It was terrible, bro. The whole fight was people upset, man. It was really bad. Serrano basically won that fight. Katie is gonna say I beat her twice and stuff like that, but the people, there's no question who won that fight. And I went to the press conference afterwards too, and Serrano skipped it, unfortunately, and so did Mike. They both skipped it, but Katie did come and take questions, and she was cocky. She was really like Karen, like cocky, man. She's not from America, so maybe Karen isn't the right word, but she had that Karen cockiness, and I really ain't like her demeanor, man. It really came across like I beat her twice and that's what it is type of thing. And it made me like her it made me dislike her. Like I don't really rock with her anymore. They denied she did the headbutts on purpose. The audience and the crowd it wasn't with her. And I was at the first fight too in Madison Square Garden, where I think Serrano won as well, but a thinner margin. But man, again, man, that's the problem with boxing, man. It's got some funny business going on. And by the way, this happened in Texas, not Vegas. And that to me is a little bit weird as well. No disrespect, and not to bring politics or other forces into the mix, but you got a Latina you know, in Texas, maybe, you know, they put a sprinkle on it or two, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, shut it down.
Well,
Well, you know,
isn't
Greg
Katie
Abbott
from
was in the
Texas?
front row. Greg Abbott was right in the front row. So I wouldn't be surprised by that at all.
Yeah.
I just don't
Yeah.
understand how you lose a point and you still get, like, she lost a point and
And still got
still won.
unanimous.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
it wasn't even, it wasn't that close. Like, so for her to lose a point, I would think she definitely lost, right? So
Well,
for her,
the round she lost the point, well, not technically, but, you know, they basically said she lost that particular round, so that round would have been a draw, a, you know, a 9-9 round if she lost. If she had won the round, been a 10-8 round. I mean, you know, I'm not just, you know, the
yeah,
1 point may not have impacted the score if she lost the round.
got it.
I got a quick question, Chuck, too, about going out through there. Like a serious one though.
Yeah,
Did you make sure you aired that cowboy stench off you after you left?
I took 2 showers after that. I took,
He deserved that. I like that.
I
I'm
did
glad he's back.
various
I'm glad
I
he's
did
back.
various hand gestures that I never do when I
Right.
saw pictures of Jerry Jones, and I'm like, wow, I'm out of character in here right now.
Yeah,
That's funny.
man. I had
He
to
said a
get that
stench.
stench up off you, man, coming up out that stadium, man.
He
Man, it
said
was
a
A lot going
stench.
on up in there.
He said a lot
definitely
going on up in there.
it was a lot. It was a
It's
lot
good
going
to
on.
have K back. It's
A
good to
lot
have him back.
falling down up in there.
Yeah, I was happy, man.
He out
Very
here
happy.
looking like Oprah Winfrey in Color Purple. Sophia back. Sophia back.
Right, right. Yo, I was hoping I could run into Jerry Jones. You know, they had propaganda in there about the cheerleaders. I was like, what are we doing? This is
Yeah.
disrespectful.
That was so
Yeah,
cringe to see the cheerleaders
it was
at the fight.
cringe.
That's
Yeah,
the
Well,
Jerry
they
Jones circus right there, man. You know what's going on.
well they were all
sad.
in town because they were celebrating their anniversary. The cheerleaders, the 20th. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, man. So anyway,
So
yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah,
So
man. But shout out to them. I can't wait to see. You know, let's keep it a buck, y'all. We gonna watch the next Jake Paul fight probably, man. He gonna pick somebody we think gonna knock him out. I'm gonna watch it. You know, and by the way, man. Oh, last thing. I mean, not last thing, but you know, the payday these boxers got, especially Serrano and Taylor, was
yeah,
bigger than they would have ever gotten
yeah,
in any other scenario. Um, and that's a life. Yo, Serrano didn't even have a cell phone until like a year, like this year. You know
damn,
what I'm saying? So
Wow.
she's rich now. Basically, she's rich. You know what I'm saying? That's why they weren't that mad after the fight, bro. They weren't nearly as mad as you would think they would be after that cut, after that robbery. They would technically they should be infuriated, but you know what they want to do? Run it back. I bet they run
Yeah,
it back for
they
after you lose
should.
twice. You never run it back, but I bet they will do a third fight because the payday gonna be dumb. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
does Serrano always lose? That's what she gonna. What's that? Is that the script? Y'all will hit you
I
off, but
hope
you
not.
gotta fall. You gotta lose. Take this on the chin.
Huh?
I said, will it always be that Serrano has to lose?
You think that was scripted?
No, but there's 2 fights that were very close, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's scripted, but does she always have to lose? If I don't knock this chick out, I'm taking the L.
Well, you know, and here's the other thing. Serrano wanted 3-minute fights. I mean, 3-minute rounds. She wanted 3-minute rounds, and they wouldn't do it. So that's the other thing. The 2-minute rounds model for women is old, outdated. They train for 3. I think if she has 3 minutes, Serrano gets the job done. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? So I think they should lobby for that. But
Yeah,
I don't think Taylor will ever do it because she knows that she's getting rocked. She's going to have a whole minute left. And
yeah,
I think, you know what I mean? So we'll see, but I doubt it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, that's boxing. We want to have this NFL conversation. I don't know how long you can stay, but you might want to flex on your Eagles right fast.
I got a minute. I mean, it ain't really too much to say. The Eagles are number one. I mean, that's pretty much all I got. Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean, that's all I really.
Yeah, so you got a Giant fan in Kai Will over there, so he's kind of upset about that whole.
No, you know what though? Quite the contrary. I'm happy to see Saquon doing his thing because I want Saquon to be so great that Joe Shane gets shamed right out of that building, man. And honestly,
they gone anyway.
I don't dislike Coach Dayball. I think he did a pretty decent job. But honestly, man, you know what? I'm the guy that when Louis Riddick and Brian Flores were going up for the job, I wanted those guys. I wanted Louis Riddick to be the GM, and I wanted Coach Brian Flores to be the coach. They brought in these Buffalo guys. You know, they did what they did with what's the cat who had a phenomenal game on Sunday, by the way, Josh Allen. You know, they were Josh Allen guys, and I get it, and I get the hype and all that. But this experiment is over, man. We're bringing Tommy Cutlets out. The circus has already started at MetLife. We're going to be doing Jersey Shore and Jersey Mike's and all that. So,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let y'all slide, man, because I don't want to I want to relieve the light in the car right now, but the NFL is really exciting right now. I mean, I wish Dallas was just a little better for the fans, so that y'all could think that something about to happen. There's a shot, there's a chance in hell for you to get to that first round of the playoffs. Not gonna happen. So that's pretty much it's not as much fun as it usually is. However, I do think the Eagles have a good chance of going to the Super Bowl. I'm looking at Detroit with the side eye. I love my people in Detroit, but they looking real dangerous right now.
They are. Are they the best team in NFL right now, or do you think it's still the Chiefs?
It's early, man.
It's early.
I think Cliff would agree with me on this one. It's too early to
I agree with you on that one too.
Yeah,
and they play in the dome. Don't forget that too.
I've been hearing all on TV that Detroit is the best team in the league.
It's still early.
Listen, I mean, this time last year, we didn't even know that the Packers were going to be what they were. You know,
exactly.
Thanksgiving Day.
It's 7 games left, man. It's 7 games left. That's a lot of football. You know, I just hope that by the playoffs somebody can see more than the first read. You know, Jalen Hurts. I just wanted to see this. I wanted to see the second read just one time.
Yeah. All right, fellas. I'm gonna bounce out. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna come back another time though, for sure.
Please do. You always
pleasure,
welcome.
Brother. Pleasure,
brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace.
Chuck Creekmur. Peace, God.
Peace.
Yeah. So,
where's Coach? I'm in the Bay, and I came through the airport. They was giving away San Fran jerseys. I said, I'm good.
He said he was going to
no captain hat.
7:45, 8, somewhere. Okay. In the next 15 minutes or so. That's what he told me, but we'll see.
Cool.
He coming off a loss. You know how Coach kind of disappears when they,
I forgot they lost. They lost. That's right. They lost. Gino ran. That's right. Gino had that touchdown at the end.
Yeah.
Right at the end. Yeah. They lost at the buzzer. And they head into Green Bay this week. So they got some tough sledding.
Seahawks,
yeah.
So we can go down last week's list and discuss each game that, excites us.
Oh, I wasn't here. I was sick.
Yeah.
Are we gonna be sick after these picks we had last week? So don't worry.
Commanders and Eagles. I had the Eagles. Wes had the Commanders. Cliff had the Eagles. Coach had the Commanders.
I had the Commanders in that one too.
Yeah. Let me see. Raiders, Dolphins, we all had the Dolphins. The Browns, we all had the Browns. We all caught that L.
They got stomped too.
They got stomped.
I had
Jameis is a rap.
I had the Jets. Wes had the Colts. Cliff had the Jets. Coach had the Colts. Now, let's talk about that.
Oof. Man.
They're just mediocre, yo. Aaron is washed. I mean, he can make a play or two a game, but he's mediocre.
Mediocre.
He's running the mill. The defense, as much as and as good as they were last year, and as much as we thought, that would carry over this year, it hasn't. And he's an average quarterback at best right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that coming out of Green Bay. I mean, he didn't look too good coming out of Green Bay. But it's interesting to me, just in terms of the, what Aaron Rodgers represents, just how he carries himself, just how he moves is a lot like other folks we know in terms of how this country's run. And you see just his not being accountable, not really focused on the task at hand in terms of coming into camp early, getting with your receivers, making sure everybody's happy, throwing people under the bus.
Yep.
Just doesn't make for a winning formula, if you know what I mean.
And you know what's interesting about that? What you said about throwing people under the bus, Hop? It was Williams when he did the infamous, he didn't run the right route.
Right.
He scored a touchdown. I forget, what team is he with now? I can't think right now.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Scored a TD, and he put #red line because that was Rodgers' quote that he didn't go to the red line like he was supposed to in the game. And it was kind of petty, but it's also like a redemptive thing for Williams, because it's like, man, you threw him under the bus. You just, man, that was just not cool.
Nothing cool about that dude at all, man. Really.
Nah, he's coming to the reality that his skills have diminished, and he has everything. That's why I thought they were going to do something. I mean, the Jets, his line had to basically get used to each other, but besides that, he had the receivers, he had the running game, he had certainly a decent enough defense. He just hasn't made any winning plays. I mean, he hasn't.
Well, also with Hakeem's point, when you aren't showing up for mini camp, stuff like that, and then you come in there, you on Pat McAfee every week throwing people under the bus, you don't think that translates in the locker room? People don't, people have checked out. The coach already got fired, and you still here running your mouth but not doing nothing. So, I think it's probably an epidemic in that locker room that people that don't like him. Just get down.
Yeah.
And now it's worse because the GM got fired today.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So, he's come in
and the GM got the players for him. He got people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Brought the coach in, the whole nine. Everything
he
wanted,
everything.
he got.
He has
Everything he wanted, he got.
Brought Nathaniel Hackett in for him. Yep.
Yeah, he got Devontae Adams. That was big.
Got him a left tackle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some people just afforded all types of luxuries.
I mean, Joe Douglas had that great deal with Jamal Adams where he sent him to Seattle and got all those picks a couple years back. I mean, Joe Douglas did a great job as far as I'm concerned.
I don't see nothing wrong with the GM. I just feel like it's an Aaron Rodgers thing, but it is what it is.
It was the quarterback that didn't come through. He didn't produce. He didn't even live up to half the bargain, I don't think. I mean, he's terrible.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting for him to have that breakout game. Or, I mean,
it's crazy. It's almost like
it's bad.
I think to some degree, I might be off. Tell me, is he living off the gas of Tom Brady? Like, because for a minute, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers was like the two top quarterbacks, like in terms of how you say, just Tom Brady's imprint on the game. Aaron Rodgers was the only one comparable at any time.
Yeah, that's how they kind of did it. I mean, it's kind of like Tom Brady was by himself. It was Tom Brady and everybody else, right? And Aaron Rodgers kind of got lumped into that quarterback mix because they needed somebody else besides Tom Brady. So, I don't know, man. I just think Aaron Rodgers has been a bunch of hype. He's good. He's skilled, but there's a lot of skilled quarterbacks out there. But you got to just win. Like when I look
He
at how
can't
Russ was
close.
treated last year, Russ was treated like hot garbage. They wanted him out the league. They were talking about he wasn't a Hall of Famer no more. And now he's out here balling again because it was all about coaching, who he was with.
Yeah.
And now he's 5-0 in Pittsburgh, throwing the little loft pass to. He look like a baller. Like he looks like a player now. I mean, he had the one bad play the other day, but I'm just saying, if you look at the comparison, Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers both got one Super Bowl ring. The only thing is Russell Wilson was on the goal line for a second ring and just made a bad play. Aaron Rodgers ain't seen a smell of Super Bowl since 2010.
Yeah,
Right.
that's real.
And Russ is playing a hell of a lot better. And you wonder why, his name never comes up in the same, mentions
they
like
were
Aaron
talking
Rodgers.
about he wasn't a Hall of Famer anymore. They were willing to strip him of that. Like it did. Like he wasn't like he was a Hall of Famer at one point, but not. We're thinking about him now being a fringe guy. That's how bad they treated Russell Wilson.
And Wes, he was in MetLife. He had a meeting with Joe Shane. You see what his deal is like right now. Denver owed him the $40 million. Whoever got him was a 1-year rental for cheap.
Yeah,
we knew that Daniel Jones wasn't the guy, and we could get Russell Wilson for $1 million. His wife would love to spend a year being in New York as a recording artist. Oh man, another reason why we need to get this guy to build it. But sorry, not to bring it back to that.
Nah, it's true though.
Yeah. So we talk about Russell Wilson, K.
Oh, yeah.
And all the wonderful things happening in Pittsburgh. I had the Pittsburgh Steelers, by the way, winning that game against the Ravens, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, multiple teams. It was multiple teams.
Who had Baltimore? Did they have Baltimore or Pittsburgh?
Let me see. We all had the Steelers.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we all had the Steelers.
Yeah.
There's multiple teams that could have used Russell.
Say it again.
There's multiple teams that could have used Russell and didn't use him. They didn't go get him.
Yep. For $1 million to get Russell.
Yeah.
Wilson.
That's because Sean Payton's network is Mike Tomlin is not on that vine. So
he's on that
when Sean
group
Payton
chat,
sent a text message to the whole NFL, all his boys, they agree with him. Mike Tomlin ain't on that vine.
Yeah, that's a different group chat, yo.
Yeah, that's a different group chat. Period.
Wow.
Yeah, but it wasn't. If we look at how it all went down, I mean, coaching makes a hell of a difference, I think. But Russ was legitimately terrible that first year in Denver, and I'm not talking about just the play call. I'm talking about his play.
Was that Nathaniel Hackett was the coach?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm not talking about
what I'm saying is that's part of it, right? Because the first game of that season, they were fourth down, and it was 4th and 13, and you rather kick a 63-yard field goal than your star quarterback that you signed for $400 million trying to go get a first down. That was when the season was over, game 1.
Yeah.
Just saying. And Hackett is a coordinator now. And then, we all know that, what Peyton did last year was
he got fired.
Like
right?
him.
Great job.
He came to the Jets, right?
Nah, he's done. He got fired.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, he was.
I thought it was just the.
He came back after coaching.
I mean, let's just be real though. It's not like Russell Wilson out here balling.
Nah, no.
He's not, but he's serviceable, and which is good for $1 million, and he's getting the job done.
Wait a minute, hold on. The first 3 games, he had like damn near 300 yards, right?
Nah, he ain't throwing yards like that. One of the games he did, he had some good yards, but I'm saying and I'm not saying he hasn't put up okay numbers. He put up better than Justin Fields' numbers, which was good, but he ain't out here balling.
What's our record?
He's 5-0.
He's 5-0.
He's 5-0, and he's probably I would say playing top 15-ish, top 10-ish quarterback right now.
I mean, he's not making a bunch of crazy mistakes. That's what he's not doing. I mean, outside of a couple of he threw. I mean, but that intercept. Everybody throws interceptions. He fumbled at one time in the clutch. But I mean, whatever, man. It happens. I ain't mad at him. I'm just saying that, like, when you look back and just say, like, well, dag, and you look at the whole thing with Russell Wilson, it's not like he out here doing Jared Goff numbers, because he's not.
Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions last week, okay?
He
He had a
did.
great game last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And if somebody else threw for 400 yards against Jacksonville, you'd be saying it was the Jaguars. So I just don't understand. Like, he threw 5 picks against a good team and threw for 400 against a bad team.
That's true. But overall, Jared Goff has been putting up numbers, though.
Nah, he hasn't been. He's been throwing like a lot. They've been 13 passes and 15, like 11 of 13. He's not really throwing the ball. He's not turning the ball over like he did against Houston. The numbers aren't gaudy. What I'm saying is they both playing about the same. One is 9-1 and one is 8-2. I'm just saying there's not much of a difference. That's what I'm telling you. It just looks better because Detroit has tons of talent. They have a line. They've got 2 dope running backs. They've got 3 wide receivers, and they got a dope tight end. And everybody loves their coach.
So you mean to tell me if you pull up Jared Goff's yards, granted, Russell Wilson hasn't played the same amount of games.
Yeah, Jared Goff's gonna have more yards. But what I'm saying is, if you look at a lot, like I saw 3 games with Jared Goff only threw the ball 15 times.
Oh yeah, no, I saw one game. The game they scored 40-some points. Jared Goff only had like 98 yards passing or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's my point. I'm not saying he's playing bad, but Russ didn't throw the ball over 5 times in a game. So I'm just saying they're both managing they're doing their jobs. They're both doing their jobs on winning teams.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Russ ain't doing his job, because he is. He's doing his job.
Yeah.
He's doing his job because the main thing is to be able to do your job, not make costly turnovers when it's really needed, and at the same time keep it, the game manageable so the defense can do what they got to do.
Absolutely. And they've been doing they 5-0 to do it. It's just going to be interesting in that AFC, because we saw what Buffalo did to Kansas City this week, and that was a message. I watched that game. Kansas City they got something to think about.
That was a play away. He doesn't get that 4th and 2, which so I forget. Look, the pursuit was off because Josh should have actually been tackled for a sack there.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't get that 4th and 2 and lumber into they lose again. So didn't Buffalo beat Kansas City in the regular season last year as well?
They beat them every year in the regular
season. That's what I'm saying. So does it really matter?
It just looked different because Josh Allen wasn't throwing the ball at everybody yesterday. This time he looked like he was more under control. He threw his one little normal pick, but he didn't look. He just looked different this year. He looked a little bit like a quarterback this year. He didn't look like a gunslinger to me.
Hold on, so we need to talk about this 49ers Seahawks game.
Yo, can I at least get
on time?
Can I get a what's up? A peace,
bro. What's up, Coach?
What's up? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I get thrown right in the fire.
Well, we were just going through the list. Y'all was just up there.
It was just great timing, Coach. That's all it was.
That's all it was, Coach.
And then the Seahawks 49ers game was next, so you right on time. Must have read my mind.
Man, fire Shanahan, man. Fire.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's like losing too many fourth quarter leads, man. He's terrible.
Wow. That's wow.
Divisional game, and y'all beat them already.
Man.
You knew it was coming in there hungry.
Yep. I mean, it's terrible how this is happening, man. He's lost every divisional game we've lost has been in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And now Purdy is hurt, so not looking good.
Is he hurt and out or hurting to try to play?
Well, they haven't said yet. They said they're gonna look at him on Wednesday because it's his right shoulder.
Wow.
So, and who's his backup?
Nobody.
They don't have a backup?
I mean, he got a backup, but it ain't nobody worthwhile. Remember,
Because
Purdy
it
was
was
third.
Darnold last year, right?
Right. It was
Yeah,
Darnold last
Darnold.
year.
And who is it this year? I
And they
can't
got rid
even.
of Trey Lance.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is actually.
Coach, I'm out in San Francisco right now. I'll ask for you on my way out of here, all right?
I appreciate you, Wes.
He said they was trying to give him some jerseys in the airport, but he refused.
Yeah. You might have to suit up, Wes.
I'm trying to get out of here Thursday, man. I ain't trying to stay till Sunday. Sorry, man. I gotta go.
Yeah. So, who won the Broncos-Falcons game?
Broncos.
Broncos
They,
blew them out.
they
Broncos
tore the they tore the they tore the
weren't even
Falcons
close.
up.
Yeah, they beat
Man,
them by like 30.
they
Wow.
blew their brakes off.
So everybody had the Broncos except for Coach. Get the Falcons.
Shout to Jerry Judy with them
We
32
all had
fantasy
the
points.
Chiefs that took that L.
Who?
The Chiefs. We all had
Oh
the
yeah,
Chiefs.
we all had the Chiefs. Yeah.
Right. So, Josh Allen is in this MVP talk right now.
That's legit.
That's legit.
It's legit.
That's legit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's legit.
Well, okay. He's 9-2, right?
Yeah.
And your man is 10-1.
Well, I don't even think it
I don't.
should. It shouldn't even
Mahomes
be
is not
with
in
Patty
MVP
right
talk
now.
though for me this year.
No.
No, I think it's Lamar and
Yeah,
Josh Allen.
I
it's
don't know.
Lamar. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's Lamar and
Patty
Josh
shouldn't be in
Allen.
it.
Do you think it's still Lamar?
Lamar's having a
Yeah.
monster year, man.
Yeah, he
As
having a
long as
good
he don't
year.
play Pittsburgh, he good.
I mean, he got to play Pittsburgh one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they that's
They
gonna be an interesting race. I think Josh is gonna get it this year though. Josh Allen gonna get it this year.
They got
Yeah.
four.
I mean, you know who's having a great year is actually Joe Burrows.
Oh my God.
He's having
Yeah.
a great year.
Yeah,
They
his
just
Got
team
like
lose
is letting
the
him
game.
5,000
down.
yards, four picks, and like 30 touchdowns, and they 4-7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not his fault.
Not
Nah,
his fault at
him
all.
and Chase, they doing their thing.
Jamar Chase, yeah,
They can't win. They can't close these games out.
Nope.
Is
Yeah.
that coaching?
I don't know
Well,
what
their
it is.
defense is
Man.
trash.
Okay.
That's
Their
true.
defense. I mean, they can't stop nobody. So it's just a matter of trying to get the ball last and do their
Is
thing.
there-
They have been.
Cliff, is their coach? Was he hired for offense or defense as a coordinator? Because he was with the Rams, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
He's from that tree.
That's a
I
good
feel like he
question.
was a defensive guy.
See, I thought he was an offensive guy.
Yeah, their defense is terrible.
Their
Yeah,
defense
like,
is trash.
that is terrible. They can't stop nobody.
Me and Wes had the Chargers. Cliff had the Bengals. Coach had the Bengals. And then to close it all out, we all had the Texans.
Yeah, so that was easy.
Hey, how my Cowboy fans feeling, man?
It's nothing to feel, Coach. It's like having a shot at the dentist in your gums.
Y'all
You don't feel
just
nothing.
waiting. Y'all just waiting for Shador, who said he want to go to Vegas. So
No,
he
I
wanna
hope
go
we
to
get
Vegas.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, we probably get Travis Hunter.
that's well, that could be a great pickup.
That's a really good pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what about Dak?
Let Cooper Rush throw him the ball.
Ooh.
That was I got to pull up my high tops. That was an ankle shot.
Oh,
man,
God.
pull up my shoes, man.
Yo, man. And I said I was going to leave the Cowboys alone this year, but watching that game last night, it was terrible, man.
It
I was
was,
just like,
man.
dag, yo.
I
This
was
is
on the plane.
ugly.
I couldn't watch it. I was so happy it didn't have Wi-Fi on my plane. I couldn't
It,
stream.
it was, yo, Wes, it was ugly. Cooper Rush was out there throwing ankle ball. You talking about your high top, your ankles. He was
Oh
throwing
my
balls
God.
at the ankles. He was, oh, my God, it was horrible, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised CD Lamb ain't punch him in the face at some
He
point.
I know he wanted to. Every time I saw CeeDee Lamb going to the sideline, and then the cameraman knew it too because they kept following him too.
Yeah, I'm glad I spared myself that one.
The kicker, that world class kicker missing field goals, it was just a mess, man.
The stadium falling apart. It was a bad night.
Yes, it was.
I heard the stadium, like some panels came down or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
But didn't the guy make a 64-yard field goal? He said.
Yeah, that they got a penalty on, so they decided to take the penalty, get the first down,
Yeah.
and didn't end up scoring.
Yep.
So they took the points off the board, a record field goal, and didn't end up scoring.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's
right.
the Cowboys for you.
That's the
this year
Cowboys for you. Yes, it is. It's a bad year, man.
That's
It's just
this
And
bad.
this is
year.
what we get on Thanksgiving: the Cowboys and the Giants at 4
Oh,
Yeah,
my
man.
goodness.
And like, you're talking about Bumble, yo.
I know we'll be
I
excited
gotta go
to
have
watch
dinner with
Detroit.
my cousin who's a Giant fan out here in Texas, and he's from New Jersey, and he always want to talk mess. I'm like, dog, you a Giant fan? But now I'm worse than him though.
At least we know we'll get Detroit playing because they play every Thanksgiving. I don't know who they playing, but
Yeah,
Who they playing?
who they playing?
Yeah, we'll be looking forward
I
to
know it's a
Detroit.
1:00 game.
And it's a Friday game too this year, right? On Black Friday, right? Kansas City's playing that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know Christmas this year. We play the Chiefs on Christmas too.
Yeah,
On
that's
That's gonna be
on
Netflix.
Netflix. That's a
That's on
Netflix thing.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you got Houston and Baltimore at 8:00, I believe.
Okay. Well, that's good.
We can go down this list for next week's games and call it.
Yeah. Oh, could I just say real quick? I'm sorry. I want to make this point too. Only the Jets could even revive Anthony Richardson's career, because even after all the sitting down on the bench and how everybody was laughing, they benched him and he was out of the league. Wow. One game against the Jets and he's back. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it also helped is Joe Flacco turning the ball over 6 times in 2 days.
That's true.
Yeah.
The Jets is another one though. The Jets is the disaster. Like the Jets may be worse though than the Cowboys right now.
Because they're a healthy disaster.
That's what I'm saying. And then on top of that, you got Aaron Rodgers up in there with his drama and everything that's going on. It's messy over there, man.
Yeah, but the Cowboys
right now, I've changed my whole outlook on Aaron Rodgers. He is great, man. How he has completely destroyed the Jets when you didn't think they could be destroyed anymore. He has destroyed that organization.
Yes, he has, man.
And Woody Johnson is like, hey, man, I'm out of here. I'm going back to the UK. I'll see you in 4 years. I'll let my brother run it.
Yeah, and Woody Johnson was like, yo, I didn't hire Salah, so I didn't really like him anyway. So I got rid of him. My brother hired him.
That's crazy that he said that.
So then, so who fired the dude today? The
Aaron Rodgers.
Woody fired dude today?
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers running the organization.
Pat McAfee fired him.
Disaster, man. But my thing, even with that, man, it's just like, and I'm not just saying that just because we doing pretty good this year, man. Like, part of this stuff is that, man, like people got to look at and probably just think about the still away, man. Like,
the organization.
They don't switch around. They stay with it, win or lose. They stay with, they get a coach, they make a decision, they stay with them, and they ride it out, man. It's just like there's too much of the carousel going on in a lot of these organizations that there's no chemistry, nothing can really get going, and that's why you see a lot of this happening, man.
Yep.
Yeah, continuity, man. You need a strong organization.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh is one of the best, man. Kansas City's another one.
Yeah,
you see the results, man.
Because they had Marty Schottenheimer for years, and then they got Andy Reid, and it's like steady.
Yep.
Even the culture that
you have leadership, strong leadership at the top. That's where it starts, and we know what Woody Johnson is all about. But you can't really begrudge the Jets and their decisions over the past couple of years. I mean, it just has worked out. Aaron Rodgers was the weak link in this whole thing. The cog that didn't cog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because
because
I agree,
he
Cliff,
bought his
but
receivers over there. He bought Lazard first, then he got over there. He bought Hackett over there. He bought his whole crew over there, and they just fell apart with his whole crew.
Yep.
yeah,
Aaron Rodgers destroyed that organization,
yeah,
man.
he did.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, and even their future.
Yeah,
They got
Yep.
And he might
and
get
it
a cabinet position, so he might not even care.
That's
right,
true.
and the sad part of it though is just like like listening to his story before when he was talking about Brett Favre and how Brett Favre treated him and this and this and that and this and this and that, and for him to turn out and be the way he is, man, and after complaining about what Brett Favre did to him, it's just whack, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a terrible dude, man. But
Yeah, he is.
Brett Favre rolling up on him now like Eddie Kane in 5 Heartbeats. I just want to be me.
All right, so let's go through week 12, y'all.
Yep.
We got the Steelers versus the Browns.
Steelers.
I got
Steelers. Yep.
Steelers.
Steelers.
Okay.
Come on, man. I said it. Come on.
Okay.
Like, you know what? I looked at our schedule down before we played Baltimore, and our last 8 games are all division games, 6 division games. We got 2 Baltimore, 2 Browns, 2 Bengals, 40. I mean, not 49ers, the Chiefs, and who's the other one? Somebody else. Good. The Chiefs and somebody else. But I said that, if we can get 4 of those games, and I picked both of the games out of Cleveland. I said we'll split
Oh, yeah, y'all got the
we'll split
Eagles.
Baltimore. We'll get both Cleveland games. We'll split Baltimore, and we'll split Cincinnati.
Y'all got the
We got the
November
Eagles. It's the
15th.
Eagles.
Yep.
I said
So
in the Eagles, yeah.
y'all might lose to the Eagles. Y'all gonna sweep y'all division from here on out.
Nah.
Nah, they ain't gonna sweep the Ravens.
It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna beat the Ravens the next time. We're not gonna beat them.
Y'all beat the
They'll
Ravens
sweep
at the Ravens.
Cincinnati.
Y'all beat the Ravens at the Ravens. Y'all beat the Ravens at Baltimore, right?
No, we beat them in
No.
Pittsburgh this
It was
time.
in
We beat them
Pittsburgh.
last year. We beat them. Last year we beat them twice.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
But I don't see that happening this year. I ain't even gonna front. I don't see it happening. And I see us probably most likely splitting on the Bengals too. But we better not lose to no Browns, yo.
Yeah, I'm
Nah,
thinking
you
about
won't
taking
lose.
that trip to Baltimore for that Pittsburgh-Baltimore game.
I started to too, but it's gonna be a little too cold at that point, man.
Yeah, that was my thought, Ken.
Yeah, but it's Baltimore. Baltimore don't get too cold.
Yeah, all right.
It don't, but it does.
Well,
Yeah, Cliff lived there for a bunch of years. He
well,
know
I'm
what it
just
is.
saying, not too much colder than Jersey. I mean,
Well, that's cold.
That's
yeah,
cold.
but
It's
To
when
it's
you
be
cold
compare,
here.
sitting outside of the football game cold.
we
Not that
ain't,
it
we
don't
ain't
get
comparing
cold.
it to Florida. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying, too cold to sit outside of the football game.
Right.
Especially late in December. Come on, man. It's gonna be freezing out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, when I lived in Baltimore, New Year's Eve years, we've had short sleeve shirts on. So I mean, like you never know. Baltimore, it ain't Cleveland, it ain't Green Bay.
Or
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Minnesota.
true. It's not Cincinnati or none of them
Yeah,
spots.
it ain't. It's not.
No.
Y'all don't understand. Where I live left 85 degrees, and I'm always hot. I got here to San Francisco. It was 47 this morning. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was looking for a sporting goods store for a Scully. I was like,
Yo, San
it's freezing out
Francisco.
here.
Yo, San Francisco is a weird spot, yo. It'd be freezing up there, yo.
Yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
Napa Valley, and it's cold.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy cold.
Hey, get some good wine. Get some good
Yeah, I was gonna
wine while
say,
you're
you
out
get
there,
some
I'm
Wes.
wine
about
tasting
to
out
do that
there.
at 6:00. I got a dinner to go to at 6:00 my time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From the Napa Valley.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Titans at Texans. I got the Texans.
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 Second.
Texans.
Texans straight across. Uh, I don't know what Kai's gonna do. There you go. Let me see. Wait a minute. There we go. There you go, Kai. What up, brother?
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's all good. Titans or the Texans?
Texans.
Okay, we all got the Texans. Steelers or the Browns?
Oh, Steelers for sure.
Okay. All right, next game. Vikings at Bears. I got the Vikings.
I got
Vikings.
Bears.
I got the Bears.
I got Bears.
I'm going Bears.
Vikings.
Really? Yeah, I'm going Vikings.
You know what? I'm gonna go Bears too.
Really? So what makes y'all so confident?
They
They,
do.
that's what I was gonna say. They do,
Yeah,
man.
they
They
do.
are
They are
due,
due.
but I just don't
And
know
they're at
about. I don't
home.
think they do against no Vikings though.
They're at home, but the Vikings, that defense is legit, and what they do to the. But I'm not Sam
Sam
Darnold.
Darnold is
I'm
Sam
not.
Darnold.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna run through nothing. So I mean, yeah, they're gonna come down to earth. I think a little bit.
E, you got the Bears, you said?
Agreed.
Yep.
E, coach, you got the Bears?
Bears.
Okay. Commanders. Cowboys at Commanders. I got the Commanders.
Commanders.
I got the Commanders, but I will say the Cowboys are gonna cover that 10 points though. I think they're gonna keep it close. They won't get blown out on the road.
No,
Yeah, they
I
got.
agree with you.
they
I
got they
agree with you.
got they got
They,
blown out at home.
They
That's
all
for sure.
they
they've
terrible at
historically
home.
got blown out at home this year
Yeah.
by
What up,
20
brother?
plus in every game.
What it do, what it does. What's up, Rock?
Cool.
What you up to?
Yeah, I got. Yo, can I shout you out? You mind if I shout you out? I'm doing my sports show right now. I want to shout you out. Can I shout you out?
Go ahead, man.
I got Taz from the Alcoholics right here.
What up?
So,
What's
Hey,
good?
all
What's
Yo,
good?
right.
Good.
and everybody said, "What up? What up?
Oh, that's what's up, man.
What you doing? Can I send you a link? You want to hop on?"
Yeah, I'm on it and listen, but I'm doing something right now.
I'll meet you back.
I want to ask you a question, not to hop on the damn radio, but
Hey, y'all carry the conversation. Let me talk to Taz for a second.
I don't know who the other games are.
Nah. And I got to run too, so I'll get with y'all later. All right.
All right, Kev,
All
get
right,
safe.
All
Kay.
right, okay.
All right, y'all.
Well, what y'all think about this NBA Cup so far? Y'all been watching this basketball?
I
Been
watched a
some
little
good
bit of
games.
game
They
the other
playing
day.
tonight. They playing
Yeah.
tonight. They playing now. Cleveland is losing to the Celtics right now.
yeah, they
Oh
might
Oh,
get their
wow,
first
that's
L.
And
a good
Mm.
game.
Luca is back tonight for
Yeah.
Dallas.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
All right, I'll see
okay.
y'all later, guys.
All right,
later,
Kev.
All right,
Kev.
Kay.
All right.
And obviously the Lakers are defending their crown.
Yeah, yeah. This will put if he wins this one, it'll put him one more closer to Mike.
Oh man.
Oh
Wait, so when
man.
you mean to tell me? Can I ask you this question? LeBron can't go buy the boys, let them use his plane and put them up in the Four Seasons when they go travel to the G League, so his son will be okay.
Nah.
He can
Nah.
pay.
Nah, he's not playing on the road, I don't think.
I know that's what I'm saying. He don't want him playing on the road, and he don't want him. He's not like I don't know. He don't want him traveling. So I'm saying, Michael Jordan just bought a bus for the minor league team. That's all. just go hook it up. Hook it up. That's
Hey,
all. You got
not
the
for
money.
nothing. Bronny could pay for that himself.
Exactly. Just pay for it so you can play on the road. Because I watched the game. I did watch the game Sunday. Sacramento, Stockton, whatever that was, and the South Bay Lakers, and it was again. It was interesting, Coach. It was interesting.
And Bronny's just not ready, man. And I mean, I like him down in the G League, but I don't know. One of y'all said this before. It'd be some dogs down there in the G League.
I said
Yeah, you
that.
got hungry cats that's
28-year-old mugs that
yeah,
it's
scraping
like
and
us
clawing.
when we were 18, 19, and them dudes just get off work at the post office and drink 40
Right,
before they played in the park with
right,
boots on. And
right.
you don't want to guard them.
Yep. Nah, he got some dogs on his team too.
Yeah, he
So
does. Yeah.
it's not a good look for him down there. So I don't
Nah.
know. He should be at USC right now, man.
Utah plays tonight, right? The Lakers in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should win that game.
Yeah, Utah's terrible.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad.
They
That's on
trying to get
TV. Is that on TV tonight?
I'm not sure if that one's on TV.
Okay.
It's probably the second game, right?
I was
I thought
thinking it might
Dallas
be
was the second game.
Which one?
Dallas.
Dallas. Who they playing?
Oh yeah, I think you're right because that's the
Yeah,
Who's
Utah
Dallas
trying to
playing?
get Cooper flag, man. Utah just trying to get Cooper. That's all they want.
Oh, can we talk about the is RU playing tonight?
No,
I'm
they're
not
not
sure.
playing tonight.
I'm not sure.
I saw that Ace Bailey. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, 6'10". He can go.
Oh,
He can go.
listen, they showed the highlights of him. It's just like they have like 7 guys on their squad that can get a bucket.
Yes, yes. They got a squad, man. They
They
got a
got a nice
real
looking
squad.
team. That backup center that shoots the 3-pointer, he's opposite of like they got 3 different types. Like I said, those big men are all different.
Yeah, I think that's the dude from was down at Princeton. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can shoot it. He's from Jersey too.
Yeah, I heard that. I did watch Kentucky Duke last week too, and Cooper Flag is he comes as advertised.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thing is, like they were getting on him because he had 2 turnovers at the end of the game. Um, but I mean, yeah, he can play, man.
he
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 can
just
can play.
play.
trying.
Yeah, he
He
That's
can
all.
tried.
play.
He
That's
tried.
all.
Yeah, he can play. I like his game, man. It
Yeah.
just feels
Yo,
good to know that that's the number one player in college basketball, and Rutgers got the next 2, and they both looking like it.
Yes, yes.
That's dope.
all
Yeah.
right, so you know we got a lot left on this NFL list. I don't know if you guys crossed over to
Oh yeah, we
basketball.
didn't
Yep,
know
yep.
we didn't know what the rundown was.
Yeah, my bad. So we all got the Commanders, right? Straight
Yep.
Yep.
across.
Yep.
Okay. Dolphins, Patriots. Got the
Dolphins.
got the Dolphins.
I got
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Dolphins
Dolphins
Hold
straight
on, hold on. Where's that game?
in Miami.
in
Oh,
Miami.
Dolphins.
Chiefs at Panthers. I got the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Chiefs
Chiefs.
gonna blow them out.
All right. Broncos. No, I'm bugging. Buccaneers at the Giants. I got the Bucks.
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 I'm taking the Giants.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ow!
Who's playing quarterback?
Danny DeVito, dude.
Oh, Danny DeVito. Wow.
Taxi.
I'm saying the
Yeah, because
quarterback change. Maybe it's a spark.
I saw they moved Danny Dimes to third string, not even second.
Yeah, exactly.
So wait a
Well,
minute.
because he
Hold on.
had.
Let me just get this right though. Who has Giants and who has
I
I'm the
I
only
got
one
I
with the
got Tampa
Giants.
Bay Buccaneers.
I got
I
the
got
Bucks.
Bucks.
I'm the only
Okay.
Giants.
Okay, got you. That's fine. K not here. Buck and Kai not here. All right. Who we got? Lions at the Colts.
Lions.
Lions. Blowout.
Flip, you said
It's always that one upset a week, man. And
okay.
didn't the Colts win last week? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go Colts.
Oh wow.
Okay.
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 Oh,
Oh shit. Cardinals at the Seahawks.
I got the Cardinals.
I
I
got the
got
Cardinals.
Cardinals too.
I got the Cardinals. I forgot Broncos at Raiders. I got the Broncos.
I got the Broncos.
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 49ers at the Pack. I got the Pack.
I got the 49ers.
I was
I
about to
got
say
the Niners.
I got the Niners too.
Okay. Oh. hmm Eagles at the Rams.
I got the Rams.
I got the Eagles.
I got the Rams for that one.
I got the Rams too. They're more desperate. They're at home.
Ravens at Chargers. Got the Ravens.
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 Oh,
Hey, can we
Ooh.
talk about why the Ravens didn't give Derrick Henry the ball for the 2-point conversion?
I don't know.
And why did they run that play on the short side of the field
I
with
don't know.
zero options? It was
I
Yes.
don't
just
know.
Lamar. I mean, it was stupid. It was a horrible play call.
It
And
was
even if you
terrible.
don't give Henry the ball, at least have him in the game so you can run play action with him or something.
Everybody knew they weren't running the ball because he wasn't in the game.
Right. Right.
So that was why do you go get him? You just to have one like him, and if you running the ball, you want to play action with Lamar, whatever. He has to be on the field.
Yeah. Because now the team brings in their run defense to stop Henry, and you can
Yeah.
go ahead and throw the pass.
Yep. Yep.
I think this is where OCs and play callers get mind cramps or just get overthink things, and they instead of going in their minds, they're thinking they're going with their best 2-point play
Right.
instead of doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
And bring Henry in as the decoy, worst case scenario. But you have the defense off balance. I mean, that was just stupid. It was the play was stupid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, Deion Sanders, Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter, Colorado Buffaloes. I think Deion should be the coach of the year. Um, I just can't say enough about that. Just their impact on college football and what Deion has built in 2 years.
Well, let me tell you, with the voting committee right now, they're not in the top 12.
No, they're
Wow.
not.
They're
They're
not in the
not.
playoff. The way they had it today, they're not even the like the first out and the next in. They didn't even talk about Colorado today when I watched the news about the new top 12, whatever top 10. They didn't even
Yeah.
Yeah,
talk about
but
Colorado.
well,
Wow.
that's
That's
yeah,
deep.
because that's how it's currently rated and ranked. But if they win the Big 12, which they will, they'll get that bid.
Yeah, that's right because they said that the winner of the Big 12 is going to be the one that knocks somebody else out.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
think I
that's
think
yeah.
the playoffs is too heavy on these SEC teams just because they in the SEC. You know, and the SEC team's going to knock each other off, and whoever is the winner, or I'm sorry, the loser in the SEC championship, going to get knocked out of the playoffs.
Well, that's why Lane Kiffin is crying. There's no secret, Lane Kiffin. You in the SEC, and you don't want to play in the SEC tournament because you know you're going to get your third loss, and that's going to take you out the playoff. So he's like, "Oh, I don't think it's fair that we got to play in the playoff game, and it's going to jeopardize our playoff game.
Yeah, but how about you win your games, buddy?
Just go win, man.
Yeah,
Like it's not fair. Like, come on, man.
yeah, I didn't like him saying that, and it's a valid point. But yo, go win your games.
I
Yeah.
don't feel
You
it's
can do.
valid. You go win. Like I should have to play if I'm in the NFL and I got to play the Cowboys in Week 16. And if I lose, if I win the game, I go to the playoffs. If I lose, I don't. I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Man, that's not that's messed up because we lose to the Cowboys. They're the worst team, and we have to play them." Like that's just go
Yeah,
win.
yeah, you go win, and
Go
you prepare
win.
your team. In fact, I think it's a better way to motivate your team. Like, yo, we lose, we not in the playoffs. That's the best motivation for them young kids.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just I think the best thing to do is just go win. Like, don't even talk
Yeah.
about the what if we lose type of thing and we get knocked out of both things. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
they
but
have to
aside,
realize now that with the SEC and the Big Ten being as big as they are, unfortunately, and the teams being so good, a lot of these teams are going to have 2 and 3 losses, and
Yep,
Yeah,
that's going to eliminate you.
yep,
yeah.
You know,
mm,
That's
that's just
and
the
that, and
truth
that
of
would
the matter.
and that would eliminate you anyway. Even if it wasn't a playoff, if you had 3 losses, you're gonna lose. Period. You're
Yeah,
not gonna be in the
exactly.
playoff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So, aside from, you know, them winning the Big 12, being considered for the playoff, all that, just aside from all that, just what Dion has done, even if they didn't win their last 2 games, it would be disappointing. But the impact and how he flipped that Buffalo team in 2 years, especially with NIL and being able to get players, and last year it just looked so bleak. To now it's like, they are competitive. They are in
I
position.
think what it's shown more than anything is that he can really coach.
Yeah,
He can really coach, and and I think that was kind of maybe not a knock against him, but I think that was the question mark. You know, can he really coach? You know, he had great skill position players, but he's coaching them kids up. Because
Yeah.
early on in the season, the line on both sides of the ball were terrible. They got better and better every week.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, because of the NIL and transfer portal is how he's able to build that team. But it does show you his level of coaching, and bringing Sap, I'm sure helped too. That
Yes,
Yep. Yep.
defense,
yes,
needed a lot of work, but he's done his thing, and they should win their last 2 games. That shouldn't be a problem. So they should be in the playoffs. It's going to be very interesting though if they can win that first game and get to the, because with Travis Hunter and Sanders, they gonna have a shot against anybody.
yeah.
They
I
literally
would
gonna have
love
a
to
shot
see
against.
them against one of these SEC teams and really beat one of the SEC teams. You know, to show that hey, we can play at. It doesn't matter what level we playing at, who we playing, we can
Mm-hmm.
still get it done.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this playoff.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. And Boise State, I watch Boise State too. They look
Yeah,
good.
that Gentry kid is good.
He sure is. He sure
Continue the
is.
conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I like Boise State. I've always liked watching Boise State just because of their field.
Mm-hmm.
But that Gentry boy, man, he get
He's
the
good.
ball, he's gone.
See, the great thing about this year in college football is there's no real dominant team. Like Oregon's number one has been it, a couple of times and for the most weeks, but they're not
They're
dominant.
not dominant. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yep.
like it's going to be it. You don't know who's going to win it, and once the playoff starts, it's going to be. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the playoff. Like I just been a proponent. Like I just don't feel like I've always felt like that's why I love the NCAA tournament. And when the 16th seed finally won that first game and broke through on the 1 seed, that's what I feel like it should always be. Everyone should have an opportunity to play for it. Everyone is even how good as you could have a bad day, and
Right.
that's part of
Right.
sports. That's what keeps you focused. That's why I love the 12 teams. If they want to do 16, I'll be happy with that too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it just doesn't make a difference. It's because one of those great teams. I get tired of seeing Alabama, get put in the finals because they're in the SEC and everybody loves Alabama and there's a draw. They
Yeah.
travel well. Come
Yep.
on, man, let them play for it.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
agree.
think those days are over.
Yeah,
I mean, the NIL has definitely helped the playoff system the way it is now. I think
yeah,
it's kind of leveled the playing field. It's giving everybody an opportunity. I like where college sports overall are right now. It's very competitive, very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
college sports has stayed pretty much competitive for the most part, right? Because that level, cats, they want to grind it out and make a name for themselves. And that's why I love college. College, man, is just is where it's where it is for me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's where it is, especially the basketball part. But yeah, what do y'all feel about the new format for the All Star game?
It's what, three teams or eight players, right?
Four. So you have three pro teams and the Rising Star team.
Oh, the Rising Star team. That's the fourth team. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
And there's no more
hey,
slam dunk, so they're getting rid of the All Star Saturday night. They're gonna play a 2-day tournament.
that's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
I like that. I just don't want them to choose sides. Like, how they gonna work that out? That's what I'm trying. I'm curious about.
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting thing because you still got the same amount of players.
Yeah, still
Um,
gonna be 24 players within the pool of All Stars, and then they're gonna pick the 8 Rising Stars.
yeah, that could be really, really competitive. Guys going
Yeah,
to have to go out there and actually play.
yeah,
That's probably why they did it the way they did it.
Yeah, you forcing guys to play defense in All Star
Exactly,
game now.
forcing guys to play minutes.
yep.
Yep,
What y'all talking about?
the new
New
All Star
format,
game
All
format.
Star game.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see. What was the breakdown again? What would the
It's
whole tournament
it's
style?
24 teams. It's 24 players divided into 3 teams, and then the Rising Star team. So it's 4 teams.
And not for nothing,
The
that Rising
knockout.
Star team could actually win it.
Yeah, they probably could. They could. It's possible. You
And,
know what I wish they would do in the NBA though for All-Star Weekend, even without this? Play knockout.
and what I was going to ask you is the knockout.
Play knockout, man. That would be dope.
Yeah. So this is not. It's not knockout format. It's
No, I'm
not.
saying knockout, one-on-one knockout. That's what I would
Oh,
love to see.
1-on-1 knockout.
Yeah,
Oh
like just
wow.
just get
Oh
all the All-Stars, all the people that make the All-Star team, and have a knockout tournament.
Yo, that would be great. That would be great.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Yeah, just throw the ball out there and let's let them go get it.
Yep. Yep. That would be that'd be great.
Hmm
I saw a clip of De'Aaron Fox the other day. He had a move
wow.
was ridiculous.
What didn't he put up like 69 points the other day? Was that him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he put 69 up. Yeah,
And followed it up with I think 40 the next night.
yeah, he's play. I always like Fox. He just looks like to me he gets burnt out by the playoffs because he plays so hard.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
He plays extremely hard. Yeah, he's 100% all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Attacks the basket. Yeah. He's
Well, Boston was up 20, and
Woo.
Cleveland came all the way back. I think they're only down 2, get ready to go into the fourth quarter. And Cleveland
Wow.
is 15-0. This is
Wow.
the
Oh, they're
so
gonna pull
it's
that out. They're gonna pull that out.
They doing something. Who's their coach?
Atkins, right?
Atkins.
Yeah,
That's
Kenny.
what I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Kenny Atkins.
Atkins.
That's
Yup.
right. Damn.
Used to be over.
Yeah.
Used to be over with the Nets.
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah, the Kyrie
Marcus
and
Johnson,
Durant
Steve Nash.
regime got him out of there.
Yeah, they got him out there for
Mhm.
Steve Nash.
Yeah.
And he did it. He did a great job in Brooklyn too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was
did.
doing a good job in Brooklyn.
They went to playoffs the year before that, right?
I think so.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't that when
Yeah,
Kevin Durant had
went
his
to the
toe on the
playoffs
line?
with the bum squad too. He went to the playoffs with the bum
Oh
squad.
no, that's right. He put his toe on the line with Steve Nash. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what
Yeah,
about
I
the
want to
Lakers?
see this fourth quarter gonna be good.
The Lakers play Utah tonight.
At Utah?
No, I think at LA.
Oh wow.
I mean, it don't matter where they play that game.
Yeah,
Utah's
they're gonna beat Utah. Yeah, Utah's not good.
And these games matter.
They do.
These
Down the
guys
stretch,
want that money.
Injuries always lurking. Oh, you talking about money?
Yeah, this is a cup game.
Cup
Yeah.
games.
You know, you
You know
get
the
that
cup
extra
game.
money in
Tuesday
it.
and Friday night games.
Oh, wow.
The cup. The Emirates Cup.
Yeah.
This is for the Emirates, baby.
Lakers defending champs. Don't get it twisted.
we got to hang the
Grizzly,
banner.
the
We gotta
defending
put banner
MVP.
there, the Emirates.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't sleep.
Yeah, winning back-to-back years.
Yeah, we got to
Oh,
go back to back, baby. Yeah.
No
Like
other
Magic
players.
said, back to back.
No
Shit,
other
I bet you
players.
TNT had those commercials if they get close. They get to the semifinals.
Mm.
Hey, did y'all see how the show TNT show is going to ESPN?
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
taking over the TNT crew going to ESPN.
When?
I don't know
next
when.
year. I think
Next year?
Yeah.
Next year. Because I thought last year it was no more. I was surprised to see them on, actually. I wasn't.
Yeah,
I
they
think-
gave them this year, and then because TNT was still trying to get the contract at the time, so they gave them this year, and now they're going to ESPN. ESPN
Wow.
bought the rights or whatever.
That's big for
To the show.
ESPN. That's
They
huge for
need it.
ESPN.
They need
they
that.
do.
They need that boost. I mean, listen, there's nobody on the ESPN show that they do halftime, whatever, post game or pre-game that gets with Ernie, Charles, Kenny, and Shaq. Period.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Mike Wilbon and Stephen A. They okay, but they're nothing like Kenny and
Yeah,
Shaq.
they're not the entertainment of Chuck.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I mean, just
Shaq. Shaq and the Fool.
Yeah.
Kenny, Stephen A. got a video reel of him shooting jumpers with a trainer now. I said, put some defense on him so he can make all those jump shots. Ever since he shot that air
Yo,
ball,
Yo,
he got a jump
but
shooting trainer now.
yeah, but
He
his
got his
trainer. Have you seen his trainer's videos?
uh-uh.
Yo, it's the dude that I understand it now. With a dude, yo, he be making half court shots with a gummy bear inside a water bottle.
Oh, Lethal Shooter is his trainer.
Lethal shooters his trainer.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
he
what?
threw a gummy bear
No, no,
into a
no, no,
water
no.
bottle.
He shoots them in.
Yeah.
You never seen his routine?
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Now
Oh my God,
Lethal
this
Shooter's
is
that
incredible. Oh
dude.
my God.
Yeah,
Hold on one second. Pull it up.
he's a lethal shooter. That's his
Yeah.
handle.
He had
Yo,
Nori. He was teaching Nori how to shoot, and Nori shot a. He said, "Yo, just go ahead and shoot." Shot an air ball. By the time he got him, little pointers here and there, he was swishing shots.
That's what
Like,
Stephen A was doing. Stephen A made every shot on the vine, every shot on the reel, and he
yeah.
looked like he was flexing too. Like yeah. After that air ball he had,
Now, Lethal Shooter, he does his thing. He
yo,
does his thing.
lethal shooter.
I'm about to pull it up, but it's the most incredible thing I've ever seen, ever, bro.
I gotta peep him out.
Yeah, because shooting a gummy bear into a water bottle is nuts.
That's pretty sick.
He does it from half court.
Oh, wait, it's coming. Bear with me. Oh, it's not up.
It was up.
It was up.
Something was up.
Oh shit. Let me do it like this. Yeah, this is worth me fumbling through it to find it, cause
Lethal shooter. I gotta do some run his videos.
okay, let me widen it up.
Oh, just
Oh shit, that ain't gonna work. No, that is not big enough.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna check it out
Oh
because I
no
gotta
no no no
balance
no.
it.
No.
Right?
Yeah,
Gotta.
check out Lethal Shooter. I'm sorry I couldn't pull it up,
That's all right.
but
No problem.
uh, hold on here. Oh, I know I'm doing. Sorry, y'all. Okay,
No
there we go.
worries. Yes,
So
fellas, it was
yeah,
good catching y'all.
Yes, sir. Hey, enjoy 49ers country out there.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna enjoy it. I was up at a power plant that was like 449 or 5,000 feet up in the air in the mountains.
Oh my God.
Uh, it was crazy. Looking like I was like, yo, I don't even know who comes up here. They said they do this in the snow. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, it's crazy.
mm,
The
And hey,
views are
but
ridiculous.
bring back some good wine from out there. Bring it back.
Absolutely is no,
yeah,
that's going down in about as soon as I walk out here and get on this bus.
Yeah,
mm,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep. But I'll catch up to you fellas.
Okay, homie.
All right,
Thanks for
man.
All right,
checking in,
man.
bro.
No problem.
Peace.
All right. All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, what y'all think about them Lakers, though?
I mean, Lakers are playing good. The young boy looks great. Connect.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
looks really good, man. And I like that pickup. Um, so I think the problem with him playing so well is Rue Hachimura is in trouble. You
You
know,
think?
I mean, what's the need for him? You know, he was supposed to be that guy.
Really?
He was supposed to be that that 6'10" forward who could shoot it, spread the floor.
Yeah. But I just
defense is good. Though.
yeah, it just didn't seem like he was that to me. Like they always with him there, they always needed another piece. I'm
Yeah,
surprised it's connect, but I
yep,
still think they need another piece. I don't think they're there yet.
yeah. I mean, the Lakers going to make another trade. I mean, they trying to unload D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Nobody wants him though.
Wow. Yeah.
They've been trying for seems like the last year and a half, really.
Yeah. Well, he's
No
coming
takers.
off coming off the bench now, and apparently he's been playing a lot better, more consistently coming off the bench. Like what he's able to provide. Thankfully, there's a connect to be that third piece that goes
Yeah,
along with but Austin Reeves has been doing this thing too. He's been putting up very
Yeah,
decent
Austin Reeves
numbers.
is always going to be solid. He's just a solid player. I think the mistake with Austin was they were trying to make him that third piece.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to elevate him too much. He's just always going to be solid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's all you need him to be. 15 points a game.
Hmm.
He's good. You know.
Yeah, they got this young boy Koloko, 7 footer from Toronto. He played the other night,
Hmm.
um, and hopefully he can develop into something maybe that alleviates AD from the five, where AD could play the four with him on the floor. Um, I know he was getting minutes because AD was, I think, hurt with that. Was it? AD was hurt out for something, and Koloko was getting significant minutes.
Yeah, I
But
mean, and that's the key. They need that five man. To move AD to the four and give him more minutes at the four. Because
yeah,
AD body just can't take all the banging and the physicality of playing five
hmm,
um, night in and night out. He needs a break.
yeah, yeah. Cliff is here. New York Knicks.
They're
Still trying to
rounding into
figure it
form.
out.
Yeah, just they're rounding into form. I mean, it's just a matter of learning how to play. Getting used to the new rotation, all of that. But they playing better. They won a few in a row. They're definitely playing better. For these cup games too. So I mean, like, I'm excited. Nobody thought Cleveland was going to be the juggernaut that they are. So I mean, like, you know, the Knicks are still down one rung, basically from where I thought we were going to be. But I like the way we putting it together.
Yeah, I think the Knicks going to be fine. I think it's going to take a little time, of course, but I think they're going to be fine. After this cup and particularly after All Star break, I think Knicks going to be really really good. It takes about a half a season for a team to get their chemistry and everything together.
Yeah, but Cat playing well. He's
Yeah,
adjusted nicely, and it seems like Brunson has slightly adjusted his role, which has been good because he's still in the mid 20s averaging, but his assists are up.
yeah,
So I ain't
and
mad.
that's where it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I'm not mad at I'm just you know um concerned about our depth and our bench, but we'll see.
yeah. But the
We'll
thing
see.
with Tibbs is he don't use a bench anyway, so it normally don't come into play.
Yeah.
And that trade looks even better because DiVincenzo has been looking like trash out in
Well,
Yeah.
Minnesota.
I was going to say that when you talk about chemistry, not only DiVincenzo, but Randall hasn't been as consistent as
No,
Minnesota.
Randall hit a game winner the other night.
Yeah,
And
Randall
Yeah,
has
but
been up and down,
up and
but
down, his consistency disappeared.
DiVincenzo has been terrible.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's a shooter, so shooters hit slumps.
Yeah,
Maybe over
have
the
y'all been seeing
maybe
the whole the controversy down in Philly with Embiid? Not
what happened
only
now.
does he, of course he's not playing back to backs and all that, but also he comes late to everything.
Oh
He's
yeah, Maxie called him out on it.
yeah, yeah. So that's going. I think that's going to be problematic. You know.
well, if they don't turn it around, I mean, he's going to be. I mean, by the trading dead because they're in a big hole right now. What are they like 2-8 right now,
Yeah,
something
they're
like
like
that?
2-8, and
So I mean,
I don't know if they can turn it around because you can't get any consistency because he just doesn't play back to backs.
yeah,
He essentially
and
is going to
Max is
play
hurt too.
half the season, really. So
Mm.
Wow.
I could see the league intervening in that whole thing too. You can't
Wow.
have a guy come out and say, "Yo, I'm not playing back to backs."
I mean, but is that because of the injury, or is that just him going? I'm not doing it. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. What's the real? What's really going on?
Well,
Why would he say that?
it's because of his load managing his
Yeah,
body and
yeah. His body. He's not necessarily injured, but it's the load management thing.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I thought it was like, he's injured.
And
We
kind
want
of
to
how
save him
he's
for the
putting it out
playoffs.
there. He's putting it out there like it's the medical department, it's the medical team, it's a team decision. It's not just him. So
Well, if that's his message, I mean, is the
Yeah, but
team
he's the one that
refuting
said it.
that?
Medical team ain't come out and say it. He said it, before they
Is
said anything.
Philly refuting it though?
No, I don't think they've refuted it.
Oh well, then maybe that's the truth, and he just spoke out of turn.
And I could see him
yo,
doing that.
it's a 2-point game. Let's wrap this up because I want to watch the end of this thing.
Okay, now it's all
All right.
good. All right, fellas. I'll
All
catch
right,
up with y'all
fellas.
next week.
All right.
Yeah. Have a
Peace.
good week. Go Cowboys.
Go Niners. Yes.